What is up, everybody? I wasn't going to do What's Shaking because that's Tolbert's bit, and Tom does it oh so well. By the way, check out Tom Tolbert on the Bay Area Sports Collective YouTube channel and on his own YouTube channel, Tom Tolbert. He does some great interviews, and he's also a colleague and brother of ours. And actually, you can go back on our YouTube page or Polymax Particles or Tom Tolbert's page and check out our backyard session that we did with Tom Tolbert, about a month ago, a little over a month ago. Anyways, what's up, guys? So it is Tuesday. It's technically a Roby Tuesday, but I feel like Pauly is probably roaming the beach.
Totally.
I have an image of Pauly walking and Liz walking along the shores of Cabo San Lucas right now in robes, in their hotel robes, honoring the Roby Tuesday. So I feel like with Pauly off for the week, we can take a break from the robes for this Tuesday. And it's also a Tonelli Tuesday. Paul Tonelli, my uncle Paul Tonelli, also the in-stadium voice for the 49ers and longtime co-host of Lamont Tonelli for 35 years. He's going to come on the show later on today. I taped something with him yesterday, so we had a good chat. And I had some really good, interesting stuff to say about the Niners Seahawks game and the matchup with the Eagles. So look forward to that later on in the show. But look at these two handsome ass men. These handsome grown ass men right here that you're looking at on the screen. If you're looking at the screen, upper right is Dominic Peralta, Dom Peralta, and Stella Design. Peralta Arts and Company, the badass art director of our show, and just an overall badass in general. And speaking of overall badasses in general, holding down the fort on the bottom right there is, and by the way, with the Bill Walsh Joe Montana backdrop, with the Earth, Wind, and Fire t-shirt, with the powder blue beanie, dude. That's solid. Just a phenomenal touch. That's Carlos De La Fuente. We like to call him Los D, and Carlos represents Flex Funding. And he is a partner and sponsor of the show, and he is also a very talented dude on the mic. So we got some good quality peeps joining the show today to fill in for Pauly while he's down in Cabo San Lucas getting his rest and relaxation. Or what did Escobar call yesterday? His reefer and relaxation yesterday?
Yep, R&R.
Rest and reefer.
Rest and reefer.
Dude, he should freaking copyright that thing, man.
Totally.
And what's up, everybody on the chat? I see you all there. We got Rags, we got Miriam, we got Marky, Gravy Graves, Arkansas. Hey, Arkansas Dave, I got your email, brother. And congratulations. He had a couple surgeries, and he's been listening to us throughout the surgeries. And he was a big-time Bay Area guy and a KBR fan, and then he moved out to Arkansas. And he stayed true to the Bay Area media and the Bay Area teams, but he's recouped from his surgeries, and he's going back to work. So I want to wish him luck going back to work. And it's great to have you on the show. Robot Centaur, Hum Daddies. What's up, Hum Daddies? Sweet Mad Hatter up in Central Oregon. If you missed Sweet Mad Hatter's musical assignment back in December, go back on Polymax Particles, our YouTube channel. Check it out. It's badass. But as I scroll through the chat, Corinne is on the chat. Escobar, Joe Schmo. We got Versago. I don't know who Versago is. Do you guys know who Versago is?
That's JJ.
Oh, that's JJ.
What? Yeah, when the YouTube, remember when we had that like naming thing?
Yeah.
Something switched. So that's his OG name. So he stuck with it.
Yeah. Dude, that's so funny. That's because yesterday I was like, God, I don't remember seeing JJ today on the show. And, he's there. What's up, JJ? What's up, John?
Like Rag says, we worry when he's not there. So
totally, dude. NorCal Refrigeration and HVAC. What's up? Pine Needle, what's up? So just checking out the chat. By the way, we're not doing the pre-show post of the day because that's Pauly's jam, and I want to sometimes things need to go away for, absence makes the heart grow fonder, go away for a few days to make them missed. So we'll bring that back when Pauly comes back on Monday, and look forward to Pauly coming back and looking forward to being in full force on Monday. But hey, first of all, boys, how you guys doing? How you guys doing today on this Tonelli Tuesday, this Cabo San Lucas Roby Tuesday?
Good. Happy 2026, boys in chat. December was, it was the holidays, but I haven't been that busy in a December in a long time. And I am never complaining about being busy at work, but boy, my family wasn't very happy with me about working through some holidays, but I always throw back, do you want a certain lifestyle or not? And so, it was real good. So good to see the group all back together again, especially when Pauly gets back on Monday. But Love it. New year, new goals.
You know what? On that note, just why not? I see David Shankland on the chat, and we have Carlos De La Fuente on the show. So stand by, everybody.
Give us the los. 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 What loan would you like?
Come on, man.
The best.
That's so good.
There we go.
Give us the los.
There we go. So just kind of
So good.
Yeah, I can't get enough of that. And by the way, we got the Broads of PMP song that you guys debuted over the holidays. So we'll bring that back to the mix in a second here. Los, thank you for joining us today, man. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us today, man. And Don Peralta, before we move on with the program, how you doing today, brother?
Doing good, bud. Yeah, things are awesome. You know, starting to really digest what's going to happen with Philly, get ready for that game. And then, I mean, we had the Steph Snoop interview last night, which was fantastic pregame. Kerr getting furious. There was a lot going on. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome night.
Boy, he's got a temper.
Yeah, he does.
I think Kerr is like at the end of his he has no tolerance anymore. He's just like he's at the end of, he's been tested so many times where he's just like F this.
Yeah.
And then with such for those that didn't see it last night, such an obvious goaltending call.
Oh,
I mean, obvious.
Yeah.
With the naked eye in real time when it happened, everybody in the house knew it was goaltending. Yep. For some reason, the three refs on the floor
they missed it. Yeah,
I mean, and they came and they went public today and admitted that they messed up, but they said there was no whistle blown, so you can't stop the game and review it, I guess, or something like that. So, Brian,
and Tony, it was 3 calls in a row. You know, there was the non-shooting call with the Steph floater, right?
Yep.
So that one started it, and then the goaltend non-call, and then Steph, he did touch the arm on that third one, but I mean, those 3 added up to Kerr losing it with like 7 or 8 minutes left in the fourth. So that was kind of crazy. Yeah,
I think
Go ahead,
I was going to say, Tony, I think that's a great call on Kerr being at the end of his rope. I mean, he's got nine championships. He's been in the league as a player, as a coach, as a GM for a long time. I think he's probably in his early mid 60s. I don't think he has a lot of patience for young players, not like learning their system. He doesn't have patience for referees, which NBA referees in general are trash. So I think his patience is very, very thin. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this would be his last year, honestly. In general, I don't think he'll go anywhere. I think he'll just like call it a day. I don't know.
And you know how Paulie and I, Los, great call, and how Paulie and I always talk about how the chat adds so much to the content to the show. This is what I'm talking about right here. Aaron Kask, Tony, yes, Kerr has the total quote, I'm too old for this energy, right? And then we've got Joe Cool 84 says, I was at the game last night, not so good. I was out of my mind because the guy in front of me was wearing a Curry jersey and rooting for the Clippers.
Oh, jeez. It sounded like a pretty loud Warriors crowd last night.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like people, true basketball fans are like appreciating Curry whenever he comes through town now because they just don't know how much longer. I see Steph saying playing at least 2 or 3 more years, but you just don't know. And the ankle, knock on wood, I'm knocking on wood as we speak. And then I see the Hum Daddy says, hey, Tone, I had Steph over 27 and a half, and he ended up with 27.
Oh, those are brutal.
Sponsored by Prize Picks.
That's Jake. Jake, what's up, dude? That's a bad beat, brother. Sorry about that, man. Sweet Matt Hatter says he woke up from a weed nap and Curry was fouling out. What a crazy night.
First one since 2021, I think, right? Something like that.
Yeah, totally, dude. But it's just great to have everybody on the chat and great to have everybody on the show. And by the way, while we're at it, let's just get right into it because we got to get into some business time.
Oh, yeah. It's business time.
And then here we go. Aaron Kask is a super right out of the gates. And Aaron, he says, At Los, that's when you pull the, hey, where do you think all these presents come from? I am Santa, but there's no elves doing the labor. Talking about you working during the holidays. That's great stuff, Eric.
Spot on, man. You know.
Yep.
That's so true.
I mean, hey, well, I shouldn't go. Yeah, it's just we had an interesting Santa Christmas this year in the house because my kids are getting older, if you know what I mean. But if my daughter happens to see the show, I'm not going to say anything else. But they're just getting older, and so certain things are tougher to pull off. Let's just put it that way.
The gifts get harder. We're all fathers. The gifts get harder or easier as they get older.
Ooh, probably more difficult, I would think, because as the kids, you get there's the wide, vast array of kid gifts.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, you name it. Like my daughter wanted the Barbie, everything Barbie. You know, she was Barbie wheelhouse. My son was Star Wars wheelhouse and Legos, and so it's kind of easy. And then you had the scooters, and you had like their first bikes and that kind of stuff. And now it's like, I mean, my daughter's 10. She'll be 11 in February, in April. And can I get a vanity mirror? Can we go to Sephora? And I'm like, how do you even know what Sephora is, man?
Right.
Yeah. The list gets longer for sure.
Slow down. Hang on one more time. Business time. Hang on.
Yeah, business time's coming in.
It's business time. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
All right, so Escobar Cheeks the third. What's up, Escobar? He says, doc appointment this morning. She asked, you know why your blood pressure is so high? I said, NBA refs.
That's too good.
Hashtag F the NBA refs. Hashtag deep on the playoff list Chiefs. Hashtag no butt stuff. And I'm glad, hey, there's no hashtag no shaman. Thank you.
No, it's coming up. Yeah, he didn't have enough room.
Wait,
love it, Escobar.
Escobar with a second to follow up with that.
Yeah, dude, an appendix.
Yeah, an appendix. Part 2. Hashtag no shaman. Hashtag be meat curious. Hashtag F fat Dom. That's
for life.
Hashtag F Philly fans. So Escobar, thank you for providing the segue on the show.
Yeah,
guys, we were talking. We got on the show here about 11:45, and we were talking about what we want to wrap about on the show.
Yep.
There's one thing that I told both Dom and Los that I wanted to rap about right out of the gates, and I want to get both of your guys' opinions on it, and maybe in the chat if you want to jump in here too. Now more than ever, my angst and my level of disdain for Brandon Ayuk is at an all-time high because nobody knows anything about him. Nobody's seen him. Nobody knows about his health. Nobody knows about his whereabouts. Dude, Kendrick Bourne was quoted as saying, I haven't seen him in 2 months. Shanahan was quoted as saying, I haven't seen him in forever. And they need a wide receiver more than ever now. And I firmly believe that, he's past the window of when he should have been back on the field. His wide receiver coach, Usman Zada, was saying, dude doesn't want to do the rehab. Dude doesn't want to be around the facility. Doesn't want to go to meetings. What the hell? So I just want to. Am I out of line? Or is it? What is your reaction to what I'm saying about Brandon Ayuk? Have you just given up and don't care, just like move on without him, or are you just like, what the hell? Because I'm just like, I'd feel better going into Philly if we had a healthy Brandon Ayuk. To be honest with you, I don't know. What do you guys think? Dom, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Tony, when we were kind of, wrapping pregame, by now he would have, if the schedule kind of would have followed, his ramp up would have been, he probably would have had a couple games underneath his belt already. Yep. And it takes 3 or 4 to get back into like full game speed. So he would have been finally kind of getting into the comfort zone, and they need him. It's a major bummer. The whole time he's kind of had this really weird attitude. Even after getting paid. So I don't know. It's hard. I say F him. So
yeah. Lo, what are your thoughts?
This just kind of shows the DNA of the guy. There are just some pro athletes, and it's happening more and more, that they just get their contract, they get their money, and they just want to get on social media and show what car they have and what house they get. They're not about winning. Ayuk blew, in my opinion, a huge opportunity to be the man. And let me explain. Bosa and Warner go out. The Niners' 2 best defenders. They're, they're handicapped without those two great players. But it's a watered down NFL right now. There's no great team. Ayuk comes back. He is the focal point of the offense, and he's the guy that makes the difference. And if he somehow blows up and plays like he does in 23, and they win a Super Bowl because he, goes off in the second half of the year, he never has to buy a drink in San Francisco or the Bay Area again. And he's a full hero, but that's not important to him. It's about, his money and all the things that come with that. And in my opinion, he blew a big opportunity to just like make a huge name for himself in the record books for years and decades to come.
Yeah, totally, man. And it's also like, what kind of path are you paving for yourself for the future and other teams' interest in you? Nobody's going to want you, at least for the money that you're expecting. So I see it, I see on the chat, Robot Centaur saying BA is like a relationship breakup. Just let it go. And it made me think, Los, you have a daughter, dude. It made me think of the movie Frozen when you're talking about back to the Christmas presents. For 2 Christmases, it was a frozen Christmas for 2 Christmases in a row, dude. And the song "Let It Go" was such a I couldn't. I would hear that song daily in my house. Let it go, let it go.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yes, maybe it's time to just let it go, man. So Scarlet Fire, what's up? Good to see you. Happy New Year. Good to see you in the chat. But yeah, so it just frustrates the hell out of me because we don't know the status of Pearsall, and Juwan Jennings is playing but he can't be the end all be all. And he's good. He's not great. And I feel like Ayuk was on the arc of being great.
Right.
And then you have Kittle, but you can't just rely on Kittle all the time. And then another question I had for you guys, like, were you guys surprised at all that we didn't see Tonjes at all on Saturday night?
Yeah. Los, I think we sent like 30 text messages back and forth about that.
I did. Oh, really?
I kind of went off on that. I'm just
come on, Los, give it to me. Come on, give us.
Well, give
us the Los.
I'm just a guy. I mean, the two of you have talked to me, one-on-one. Tony, we had a long ride up to Mill Valley for the event, and we got to talk one-on-one. So we got to share a lot of insights on a lot of different things, including Niner opinions. Dom and me have spoken on the phone many times, so he kind of knows my rationale and thinking. But I'm just a person that I love coaches, no matter the sport, that think outside the box, that just don't do things vanilla and don't do the same thing every single time and never adjust and never adapt. So that's kind of one of my things against Kyle is, Seattle had a tough physical defense. You're not running on them. Juice didn't be out there. Right. Go watch the film back again. Juice couldn't block any of those guys. They were going right through him.
Right through.
You needed speed on the field, and you needed something different. Seattle's one of the worst teams in the league defending tight ends. If you have 2 tight ends that can catch the ball, I don't care. I don't care if Tongas can't block. Who cares?
Yeah.
Stop trying to establish the running game. Win the game at any cost. No matter, it doesn't have to be one way. He's got blinders
especially
on.
With Pearsall out.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. You needed another weapon on the field. So Tongas has proven himself over and over again. So I didn't understand it. I thought you might go to him in the second half, make an adjustment. Nope, didn't see him.
I know, man. That was in that first possession of the second half really ticked me off because no adjustments were made. But yeah, with the I wanted to see a 2 tight end set. And Luke Farrell played a little bit, but that's because he's known for his blocking. But I wanted to see 2 offensive threat tight ends on the field at the same time. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see that in Philly. We can talk about the Philly game in a few minutes here. Oh, by the way, we have another super standby.
Oh yeah, it's business time.
Look at Stevie B checking in. Happy New Year, Stevie B. Steve Bisecchio. He says his attitude, payday, and devastation of the injury combined to doom him. Knew his career was over and may have not wanted to play anymore, injury aside. That's
a really good point.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, that's just it's just what could have been, man. What could have. So when you think about it, like, no Ayuk this whole season and they 12-5. I was thinking about this the other day too, like how Seattle drafted really well and that team's really young. All over the field for Seattle. But then, we're thinking about Michael Williams I mean, losing him early
Right.
on in the year was really brutal. Who knows what kind of year he would have had? He wasn't. He was looking okay. He wasn't, but again, rookie. I don't know, school of hard knocks, right? First
Yep.
year. But not having Michael Williams was a big deal, and obviously no Warner, no Bosa, and losing Kittle for a while, losing Purdy for a while. So 12-5, I will forever tip my cap to Shanahan. But Dom, you brought up a good point in the pre-show meeting, and Los, I know you got some opinions on this too, but like Shanahan on the road going to Philly, and he's going up against Philly D coordinator Vic Fangio.
Yeah, Lord Fangio. Oh boy. Yeah, I know.
And Vic
Yeah,
Fangio,
I mean,
he's got a track record against Shanahan, dude. And well, it's just, I don't know how you guys feel about Sunday, but the more I think about Sunday, the more nervous I get, because it's obviously the health is the biggest factor of all.
Yeah,
but
I listened to
I was
Fangio's.
asked.
Go
ahead, Dom. No, go ahead, bud.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I listened to Fangio's press conference, and there are a lot of questions about going up against Shanahan. The 4 times he's faced him. Last time was in 2018. Shanahan's a different coach now since 2018. Different roster, obviously different teams, but the philosophy that the two have, and Shanahan trying to hire him more than once. So it's going to be tricky. And Fangio played a big role in Philly's Super Bowl against the Chiefs. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see how they match up, and we're going to know early in the game. So,
Dom, did you mention it's tricky as like a nod to Run DMC? And
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Because it's tricky to rock around the clock. That's
Exactly.
right. On time, it's tricky. It's tricky.
Yep.
Tricky. Ooh. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
But Los, come on. I know you're chomping at the bit, and I want to get to a good Pine Needle comment, and I want to get to another super. But Los, give me some.
Well, I mean, the people that are going to just come out and say, "Yeah, the Niners can beat Philly," yeah, of course they can. They any given Sunday, they have an opportunity to beat them. But what I always push back on people that say that, because anybody can say that fan wise, I go, "Would you bet your mortgage on the Niners? Would you bet your rent on the Niners? If you will, then you really do believe they're going to win. If you don't, then you're just kind of speaking just as a fan." So we all have our opinions about how the game will go. At the end of the day, we talk sports all the time, and the three of us played ball. At the end of the day, it's not necessarily who the best team is. In football, it's one game. It's not best of 7 series. It's one game. Who plays better that day wins the game. I know that sounds simple, but that's the case.
Right.
And we're talking about coaching philosophies and staying in the box like we were just talking about. This guy over my shoulder right here, in the reason the 49ers didn't lose Super Bowls back in the day, they had the best team in football roster-wise, and they had the best coach in football, and he coached his ass off in the biggest moments. Example, 81 championship against Dallas. Dallas was a better team, guys. Joe Montana was not Joe Montana yet. He was a young, up-and-coming quarterback. Bill Walsh was an older coach that had not been established yet. Ronnie Lott was a rookie. They were not the 49ers, the Hall of Famers that we know. That Dallas team was stacked with about 10 Pro Bowlers.
Yep.
Niners beat them with 6 turnovers in that 81 championship game. And the last drive of the game, Landry goes 7 defensive backs. What does Walsh do? Walsh is a passing game coordinator. What did Walsh do on the last drive? He ran the ball down the field with sweeps. That's coaching. That's adapting in game on what your opponent is doing. It's chess. You're going to do this. I'm going to do that. That's why I love this guy right here.
Oh, dude, Bill's the freaking man.
He's the measuring stick, not Tom and Sula, Chip Kelly, and
and Erickson.
And I got a
Mike Nolan.
Pine Needle, but and Mike Nolan. Yeah, go ahead.
Mike Nolan, Dennis Erickson. Yeah, those were some dark days, man. Some dark years, dude.
For sure.
That's what Pine was talking about before. The dark.
So Pine Needle's comment on the chat. He says Kyle has beat their asses before. I don't understand all the Kyle bashing. Go ahead, get rid of Kyle. You guys don't remember the lean years, dude. Hey, Pine, I love the comment, by the way. Thank you for checking in. And yes, I definitely. I wish I couldn't remember the lean years and the dark years, because those were really, really brutal. But I'm not, like I said in the beginning, 12-5 with what's gone on this year, man. Tip my cap all freaking day to Kyle Shanahan and to the entire coaching staff. I would like to see more in-game adjustments, and I also don't like leaving timeouts on the board on the table when you can use them to your advantage. That's always been a pet peeve of mine. So I'd like to see them use those timeouts if they can help them in any way, shape, or form. Like they could have helped them at the beginning of the first half. I'm sorry, the end of the first half on Saturday. And what gives me hope on Sunday is the Eagles defense is not as good as the Seattle defense, but the Eagles offense is better than the Seattle offense. Is kind of how I feel. It's going to come down to, I think, Saquon Barkley, dude. Like the Eagles are probably watching that film against the Seahawks, the Niners film against the Seahawks, and saying, "My goodness, man, they just gashed Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet gashed the Niners for 180 yards. Let's give Saquon the rock and set up the play action, and maybe it sets up some stuff for AJ Brown and Devontae Smith." But looking at Saquon's numbers this year, okay, I was looking these up earlier. So last year, by the way, he averaged almost 6 yards a carry. That's insane.
Yeah, he had a crazy year.
Crazy year. 2,005 yards rushing, 13 TDs. This year, he's only averaging 4 yards a carry, 1,140 yards, 7 TDs. So, and he also has 280 attempts versus 345 attempts from last year. So I don't think they trust him or the running game as much like they did last year. And I also don't think they're going to lean on it as much unless they think, oh, let's do exactly what Seattle just did.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's a huge part of it. So they just saw the blueprint from Seattle. So you never know how they kind of come into this game. Tony, I wouldn't sleep on Philly's D. I mean, I think they're still ranked in like the top 5.
And they're healthy.
And they're really healthy right now. And they rested a bunch of starters. So yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just I'm looking at their season, right? I'm just looking at their season overall. I mean, their losses. They lost to the New York Giants in October. Gave up 34 points to the New York Giants. Tampa Bay scored 31 on them. The Rams scored 33. I'm sorry, 26 on them. 25 Tampa Bay scored on them. Sorry. So yeah, they're not a horrible defense. I just think that the Niners just faced one of, if not the best defense in football. Last week on Saturday. So it's a little bit of a break there, but you got the injury bug, which they've fought all year. It's going against them. If the O-line, go ahead, Los. Go.
I'm sorry. What's sad is Seattle's defense really is good. It's not 85 Bears, 86 Giants good, but it's really good. The Rams just put up 37 points on Seattle at Seattle.
Yeah.
And you know how they did it? McVay used 3 tight ends. They didn't win the game, but the point I'm trying to make is they moved the ball on them because they used 3 tight ends. Right. And Seattle didn't know which tight ends were going to get the ball out of the formations. So that's what I'm talking about. Like understanding who your opponent is and attacking their weakness, not just saying this is what we do and I can't get out of my box. That's my point that I'm trying to make. Philly is a strong defensive team, strong offensive line. Football in January and February, for the most part, is not won by finesse and Ferraris. It's won by tanks. It's won in the trenches. And that's where Philly has an advantage. So, again, the Niners are going to have to be creative and do some things. Hey, I would love our coach to be able to be the guy that, like Bill Parcells in the 90 NFC Championship game, fake punt. I would love him to be like Sean Payton in the Super Bowl against when he was the Saints and he was playing the favorite Indianapolis Colts and Peyton Manning. He did an onside kick to start the second half. That's coaching, and that's when you know that you're an underdog, you're on the road, and you do things different. I see that.
It's a completely different approach. You got to have a completely different approach, man. And Robot Centaur giving you props, Los, right out of the gates. Don't ever say Los doesn't know ball. He's talking knowledge. Hell yeah, Los. I think it's for me, it's 3 things, man. If the O-line can protect and give Brock some time, and then if they can win the turnover battle, and because the Eagles are going to score some points. That's just a given. I think the Eagles are going to score at least 21, at least on Sunday. The Niners need to score more, but Brock needs time behind the O-line and turnover battle, and then special teams, man. I think the Niners have the edge in special teams. I like Sky Moore. Maybe Sky Moore does something.
He's got speed.
Yeah.
That guy's got speed. They need speed. And
Yeah.
guys, what happened to one of Shanny's favorite plays, a jet reverse sweep?
Oh, yeah.
What happened to it? Are you going to tell me that Debo's the only guy that can run that play because he's physical? That play is a misdirection play that if you use somebody with speed and you get everybody going towards McCaffrey and then you give it to the guy coming around, it will hit. But you can't say, oh, this is only for Debo. Where is it? I haven't seen a jet reverse in 5 or 6 weeks. And do you remember a few weeks ago against Indianapolis on Monday night? I loved it. I was praising Kyle like I never have. He ran RPO, Purdy twice at the goal line, faked it, and then he ran around wide open. I loved it. I'm like, where is that, Shanny, in February? Where is that kind of offensive play calling? That's what I love.
The play calling on the drive of the interception that off McCaffrey's hands was more creative play calling than the rest of the game, which is like, don't wait to get to that point in the game to start getting creative. Get creative out of the gates and show people, like you said, different looks, especially on the road. Man, I can't wait for Sunday. It's going to be a hell of a battle. I think it's the great game of the weekend. I do think it's going to be a very tight game. Vegas has a 4.5-point spread. My Uncle Paul, Tonelli, and I talked about it. You'll see it later on in the show. It's going to be a very tight game where it could come down to Piñera's leg or special teams or Sky Moore. One thing I think
the Niners have the edge on special teams for sure. Yes. But one more reason I want the jet reverse, guys, is I want it run towards and find where Fat Dom is and run him over, take him out sidelines.
Totally
run him over.
Yeah.
By the way, give me 12 yards and run that fat ass.
Yeah. Take him out of the knees.
Yeah. Just clip him with a bowling pin
stretcher. Oh man, that would make my
you would go down hard, Los. He's top heavy.
Stevie B says, Tony, I may do the unthinkable and throw money on the Birds as consolation if the Niners lose. Hey, dude.
Oh man,
that goes back to my approach, Stevie B. I may join you, dude, because if the Eagles happen to win, we make money. If the Eagles lose, we are fired up that the Niners are advancing.
Totally.
So I'm with you, dude. I gotta call out Christian McCaffrey on something. We already talked about the drop pass yesterday. Okay, he dropped the ball. Okay, get it. He should have caught the ball. He was the first to admit it. But if you go back and look at that 4th and 1 play, okay, the broken up pass play, 4th and 1, Niners go for it. We talked about Purdy needs protection. People need to block for Purdy. You should go look at the piss poor attempt of a block that McCaffrey tries to lay.
I did see that. He tried to cut him.
Oh yeah.
Field attempt. Yeah.
And it didn't even, it was like a stutter step. All it did was create a stutter step for the blitz. So it's like, hey, McCaffrey, dude, if the ball's not going to you on that play and your role on that play, especially a 4th and freaking 1, if that's your role is to make that block, you got to make that block, dude, because that guy ended up getting in Purdy's face and Purdy had to rush to throw. So it's like those kinds of little things, man, are going to be the difference.
Little things, right? And Kittle was wide open on that play, T.
He was
wide open.
Yeah,
but Brock didn't have time. You just didn't. Dude, I'll go to my grave saying no quarterback is every quarterback is as good as his O-line, right?
Yeah.
If a quarterback doesn't have time, what are you going to do? Brady had a great O-line. Aikman had a great, Montana had good O-lines. So did Steve Young. Like, don't get me started on all the best quarterbacks had good O-lines too.
Yeah.
So
me and Dom talk about O-line and the philosophy
speaking of,
all the time. And not to keep bringing up Walsh, but he used the offensive lineman as a fullback, Guy McIntyre. So imagine Guy McIntyre being lined up in the backfield
for life.
He would have picked up that block. Kittle would have went for about 40. Again, it's little things that are the difference between winning and losing, and that does come on schemes and play calling.
Yeah.
Little
Speaking
things,
of Los,
details.
do you think
schemes?
Where are you at on Trent Williams? Do you think he's going to play? I know he almost did last week, but because there's such a difference when he's there and when he's not, right? Like points per game is up by a touchdown. The record is like, inverted. So what do you think?
Huge. I think he's going to play. Whether he's 60, 70, 80%, who knows? But, he's a difference maker, and he's been playing well this year. So he has to be out there. And when they need that 1 yard, hey, we don't need to go play action. Let's just run behind Trent. Keep it simple,
Totally,
man.
dude. Totally. And by the way, NorCal Refrigeration, David Shanklin says Guy McIntyre was the original fridge. Remember the
He
refrigerator?
was.
But
Yeah,
McIntyre,
Ditka copied him, man.
Yep.
and dude, shout out to the orange neck roll from Guy McIntyre, dude.
Yes.
Hell of a neck
no
roll.
One,
Yeah.
no one wears the neck roll anymore. And he
Why?
had an orange one. I don't know. Dude, you know who also had a great neck roll was freaking Bill Ring, dude. Bill Ring had a great neck roll.
Number 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, 30. God, see when I see Bill behind you, over your shoulder there, Los, it makes me think of those bygone days. Hey, we're all so lucky, man. Again, I defer to Rags and a text message 2 days ago saying, guys, I'd kill to be in your shoes. He didn't say that, but he was basically saying I could, you guys could be in my shoes. Rooting for the Cowboys and the Cowboys being a mess and not making the playoffs again. And
He's
so,
right. He's right.
So we got to cherish. Go ahead.
I was watching the Elway documentary, by the way, great documentary on Netflix about his career, about his life. And they were talking, Elway, 3 Super Bowls, 3 blowouts. Well, yeah, 3 blowouts. And the documentary, and kind of I'm going towards what the Niners have to go through, fans. The Bronco fans, when they made it to their 4th Super Bowl and Elway called his mom, she was like, do we have to go back to the Super Bowl? In other words, she was like most of the fans that if we're going to die and the season be over, do it early. I don't want to go back and get teased all the way to the Super Bowl and lose again. It was interesting because I thought about that because we've lost the last 3. And, this is not the Niners' best team, but hey, I referenced the 88 team. Right. That was not the Niners' best team, and they just went on a run. So
Yep.
I hate losing Super Bowls, but I'm of the mind of, hey, just let it play out and see what happens.
And it's wide open.
Yeah.
The NFC and AFC, it's all wide open, man. So it's like you look at the Seahawks as the number 1 seed, but they've got plenty of faults of their own. So every team's got cracks, So, but you mentioned John Elway, Lewis, and it's providing for me a wonderful segue into Dr. Matt Young today.
Nice.
Because of the teeth.
The teeth? Yeah,
the
totally.
Teeth on the John Elway. I want to do that.
That's all time.
Brilliant. Shout out.
Wow. If there's anybody, and I'm not going to go inside the mouth, because if we go inside the mouth, then we can't see any of us.
Hard for us to fit in there. Not enough room for 3 of us.
So, well, maybe I'll do it for a quick sec, just to show everybody what we're talking about and give Dr. Young a little bit of love. Here's the mouth, right? So look at that, but it cuts off Los. You got to get low in there. I can see Los's hand. There
you go.
There's Los peeking in. But the Young
Nice.
Dental Group, man, the Young Dental Group, Dr. freaking Matt Young, one of our sponsors, one of our brothers, one of our friends. Great dude. Those of you that have met Dr. Young know what type of dude he is, but we are so thankful to have him as our sponsor and basically the dentist of the Polymac Particles Familia and show. It's funny. My wife, Megan, is going in for a 6-hour surgery with Dr. Young on Thursday.
Wow.
And he is taking, this is all Dr. Young. He's taking the bull by the horns and saying, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this, let's just do it all in one chunk. And she's like, I'd rather do it all in one fell swoop.
Nice.
Just knocked me out and doing it. So she's having, Dr. Young is performing surgery on her on Thursday. I'll report back on how it goes.
That's awesome.
But isn't that awesome?
The Christmas frolic was the first time meeting him. And tell me if you think this is at least somewhat in the ballpark, a young Pete Carroll.
Dude, totally.
Little similarity?
Yes, absolutely. Gregarious, just pleasant to talk to, good vibes all over the place.
Yeah, great dude. Great dude.
He would never chew gum like Carroll, though, because gum's bad for your teeth. So
maybe natural gum.
Yeah, maybe the natural gum.
Yeah.
Right.
But I swear to you, my wife would never agree to surgery, especially to a doctor that she had just met, if it wasn't somebody like Matt Young, Dr. Matt Young, and the vibe and the feeling that he creates when you go see him. So if you're looking to switch dentists, or you're looking for just a new dentist, if you just moved to the area, or just need a new dentist, call Dr. Matt Young and the Young Dental Group, and they will take great care of you. Okay. They're at 480 Post Street in San Francisco in Union Square. You can set up an appointment Monday through Saturday, 415-392-8611. That's 415-392-8611. And they're open weekdays till 7 p.m., Saturdays till 4 p.m., 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So they give you plenty of opportunity to go see them, and they will take great care of you. And I'll report back on how my wife does on Thursday in her 6 hours of surgery.
Yeah, Tony, don't let her take the scooter there. You got to drive her full VIP drop off. Yeah.
No scooter involved.
No scooter. No.
Scooter. I might scooter.
You can scooter there, yeah.
But after I drop her off,
Tony in the robe on the scooter on 3rd Street is a vision that just will not go away. Epic, completely epic.
Hey,
just so nonchalant, just going up and down 3rd Street.
It's just something that I didn't even know I could like enjoy as much as I did until the first time I did. I'm like, this is a great way to get around town. So again, I stress, if you want to go see Dr. Young on a Saturday, go check him out on a Saturday. They're open till 4 p.m. and then go explore San Francisco on a scooter or not on a scooter, on foot. Especially, I don't know, you got Union Square, which is where his office is, and you got the whole waterfront. It's just San Francisco. San Francisco gets a bad national rap, and it pisses me off because it's such a great city. Yes, it's got plenty of flaws, but Mayor Lurie is like the right man for the job, number one. And I think that we're already seeing progress in San Francisco. So I'm telling you, if you need a new dentist, Dr. Young and the Young Dental Group, again, 415-392-8611, or you can email them at info@youngdentalsf.com. Thank you guys for let me give some love to Dr. Young. We're going to get to Paul Tonelli here in a few minutes, but guys, we talked about the coaching matchup, right, of Shanahan against Vic Fangio.
Yeah.
And Carlos, you had a great question in our pre-show wrap that I think we should bring to the table and see how the PMP Familia feels about it. Actually, Lois, you bring it to the table because you presented it in the pre-show meeting, and I was like, that's a great freaking idea, dude, and it's a great conversation because I think there's validity in every aspect of every sport that we're going to talk about. But go for it, Lois.
I think when it comes to coaching, the question is, of the 3 major sports, which one do all of you think makes the biggest difference? Is it pro football? Is it pro basketball? Is it baseball? Does a manager in baseball, does a head football coach, especially one like Kyle, not every head coach calls plays. A lot have offensive coordinators. So Kyle takes that burden, which I respect. And then basketball, obviously. And we have examples, guys. Let me go back to my outside the box type of thinking. The San Francisco Giants, as we all know, heartbreakingly lost the 2002 World Series, Game 6. Russ Ortiz, 7 innings. It was Dusty Baker was the manager, and he had a system all year long. Again, didn't think outside the box, just blinders. It was Felix Hernandez in the 7th, Todd Worrell in the 8th, and Rob Nen in the 9th. Rob Nen had half an arm, by the way, and he still threw him out there. So that was his system. He did that, and they blew the lead. What could he have done? In my opinion, he could have did what Bob Brenly did a few years back. Bob Brenly came out of the radio booth, took over the manager of Arizona, and Schilling pitched Game 7, went I think 8 innings, and Randy Johnson, who pitched a complete game in Game 6, came back to pitch the 9th inning and won. What happened with Bumgarner? Bumgarner's not a reliever. Bumgarner's not a reliever. He is a starter. He closed out 2014. That's thinking outside of the box. In 2002, the hottest Giants pitcher was Jason Schmidt. He was unhittable. He threw Game 5. So what if Dusty Baker goes to Jason Schmidt to finish out and close that game? They probably win the World Series. Basketball. Let's go to basketball. Steve Kerr, 2015 NBA Finals. Warriors are down 2-1. An intern says, hey, what about Iguodala going in the starting lineup?
Yep, exactly.
And to Kerr's credit, he didn't take credit for it. He said, hey, this intern guy, I didn't name him, I don't think, said, hey, what about this idea? Again, what they were doing was not working, so they shifted. They adapted. They went outside the box. Iguodala went in. He won MVP. Warriors win a title. My point is that coaching does make a huge difference on all 3 levels. My question is, which one do you think is a little bit slightly more?
Ooh, boy, oh boy. So I got to say, and Dom, I'll let you jump in on this as well. And I see some people in the chat chiming in as well. I got to say, I mean, I'm a baseball purist and lover at heart. It's my favorite sport. But I got to say, football, I think, is where coaching, I think, matters the most. And largely in part because of just the numbers of the size of your roster. And how you need to corral all of those egos and all of those mentalities and really hone in on whether you're the wide receivers coach or the defensive backs coach or the defensive coordinator or the quarterbacks coach or whatever. All of those coaches are so important to the overall process of a game. And we talk about it a lot where coaches can get out coached.
Yeah,
I don't know if I don't think you necessarily get out coached in basketball. You might get out managed in baseball, maybe just like you were talking about those kind of moves in the late innings kind of stuff. Los, what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Or what I would argue is not using small ball or not like where did the hit and run go, man? What happened to the hit and run, one of the greatest plays in baseball when executed? It just doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
It just and it ticks me off, man, because you know why? Because you're asking hitters to almost sacrifice an at bat.
Yeah.
To get a runner over.
It's a sacrifice for a reason.
And sometimes it's not the head coach or the manager. Look at the Blue Jays. Their third base coach wasn't. I mean, we played ball. We know you're at third base. The third baseman is 6 feet off of the bag.
Yeah.
The third base coach should have been yelling, "Get off! Get off!
Totally.
Get off!"
So
if he gets off 2 more steps,
they win it.
That run scores, they win the World Series. Again, the little things, and that's coaching, and that's not the manager. That was the third base coach.
No, and third base coaches are huge in baseball. And dude, rule of thumb: always you get equidistant as far off as the third baseman is from third base. That's as far as a lead as you take, if not more. Right. So, and yes, those 2 feet are the difference. I mean, like you said, so the little things. So I would say football, and we'll see what happens on Sunday, because Sirianni is he's a hothead coach, and he's more cocky and more brash about things. I'm hoping that bites him in the ass on Sunday. And that the cooler head of Kyle Shanahan takes over. But again, like you said earlier, Los, and like we talked about earlier in the show, needs to get more creative, needs to use the timeouts, don't leave them on the board, needs to clock management, clock awareness.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Run a no huddle when you're behind.
Yeah.
You know, and whatever happened about running a no huddle to start the game? Like, I love coaches do that because, like, the defense is like, oh, wow, we were ready for this. It doesn't allow defensive, replacements. It doesn't allow their specialists to come in. They got to stay on the field if you're dictating and running no huddle. So how about starting the game like that? Ooh, I would be in heaven if the Niners started like that. And I hope Philly does overlook the Niners, because I think that ego of Sirianni, like you said, T.
Yeah,
I think that, sometimes teams are a reflection of their coach. If Philly just thinks they're going to walk in there and beat the Niners, I think the Niners can get them. I really
Agreed. And there's also just a strange vibe around Philly this year.
Yep.
Like they've had some inner turmoil. They've I don't know, they feel like the Sirianni lost the locker room for a little bit. They had to have meetings with AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts, and Saquon had to have meetings about get me the ball. It's like, so there's a weird vibe with the Eagles. They also rested all their starters, so I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I assume it's a good thing because rest is good this time of year. But then again, they're a tiny bit, I don't know, not rust. Rust is not fair to say, but just taking a week off, will be a detriment and all? And then, dude, there's one player that I wonder if will be a factor, because Bryce Huff. Basically, the Eagles
going back to Philly.
Yeah, and the Eagles said, you know what, we're done with you. We don't think you can do anything anymore. And Niners said, okay, we'll take Bryce in a heartbeat. So
Mhm.
I'm wondering if he is a factor on Sunday, and I sure hope he is, man. And he might know a few things that he could tell Kyle and
Mhm.
Salah, and maybe that
Very,
helped.
very valid. Hey, Philadelphia does have a weird vibe to it, and really,
Mhm.
the only three good things to come out of Philadelphia is the Declaration of Independence, cheesesteaks, and Rocky.
It's pretty good.
Right? Am I missing one? Liberty
No.
Bell, maybe. I don't know.
And by the way, City of Brotherly love my ass.
Oh man, yeah, right. Throwing snowballs at Santa Claus.
Dude,
Oh, totally.
Christmas.
Hey, by the way, do you guys mention Steve Kerr in the coaching
Oh,
thing?
yeah.
And Dom, I want to get your thoughts in a second, but
Mhm.
I do want to share the video with Snoop Dogg on the mic of Kerr getting ejected. I think if
Oh,
you
yeah,
didn't
please
see
show
it last
that.
night, you
Yeah.
have to check in. Let me get this all set up real quick. I'm going to
Awesome.
share the screen for those who haven't seen it yet, because it is worth watching. Where is it?
Tony, that video of his call during Kerr getting ejected, bringing up Inglewood, and then Snoop's pregame interview of Steph was really good. It was
it's
he was
fantastic.
he was a sports analyst. It was fantastic. He didn't do any
It
of
was
the
really
funny
good.
jokey stuff. Yeah.
I love
All right,
Leah's
so here.
comment, by the way, about the Phillies fans because they were whistling at Tim Lincecum because he had long hair. And
Yeah, cat calls.
2010.
Yeah.
Yeah, NLCS. Remember that?
Yep.
Great call, Leah.
Yeah.
If there's a series that I still love talking trash to Philly fans about, it's that series against Philly. I mean,
we could talk a lot about that series. That
and,
was
totally.
and Cody freaking Ross, dude. I mean,
Yep.
come on, man. God,
Hell yeah.
dude, it's incredible.
that was great.
Here we go, real quick. Let's just take this back. It's a minute and a half. Just buckle up. This is a lot of fun. Snoop's on the mic with Reggie Miller, and this is Steve Kerr. This is when Steve Kerr gets ejected. And this is the goaltending. This is the goaltending play. So here we go. Stand by.
Go to the right, Draymond, all the way. Good pass. Ooh! Ooh, he snapped the play. He Windex shine that. Get off the Windex shine.
Backboard. Oh, look at Steve Kerr. He's all the way out here.
Oh, Steve, don't get thrown out. Get him out of there. Get him out of there. Back him up. Back him up, GP. Back him up, Steve. Ready to fire on him.
He's already gone.
Steve banging Inglewood right now. Inglewood. Get him, Steve. You and Inglewood, Steve. The Arizona Wildcat that came out and look at it.
We need more of Snoop.
It's
on
so
tonight.
good.
Is that incredible,
very.
man? So I thought we needed to share that because I'll take more Snoop any day. I'm excited to watch him in the Olympics.
He's gonna be great in the Olympics. I love when he does like a random sport. You know, like him announcing curling is gonna be out of control. Like
it's gonna be fantastic. There's nothing that he does that isn't good. I mean, how about we talked about this yesterday with Rod Brooks? Snoop on a stoop. Like next holiday season. I'm sorry, Elf on the Shelf. Yes, we'll have Elf on the Shelf, and we'll have McVay on the shelf. But we're also going to have Snoop on a stoop. I mean, that is just too good to pass up, in my opinion. But then also musically, he did a great halftime show on Christmas Day. I went in I saw this and I'm like, oh man, this might not be good. And it was very good. Not just, I was thoroughly entertained. So I don't know, Snoop for life, man. You could put a statue of Snoop somewhere, and it would be. Where would you put a statue of Snoop? By the way, like in Long Beach. Maybe
probably Long Beach. Yeah, I'd say hometown. Yeah, that's probably gonna happen. I mean,
the LBC, right?
Put it in Compton, but it might get torn down real quick.
Yeah, totally, dude. Hey, Aaron Cask, man, I got to your super earlier, but I want to give you another super, so stand by.
Oh yeah, it's business time.
And by the way, guys, I'm having so much fun. I think we might punt the Paul Tonelli interview to tomorrow because this is just, and this is what I love. And this happened last time you came on with me, dude, is that he and I mapped out like, oh, we're like 20 minutes, half hour, dude. Here we are, approaching an hour. And I love it, guys. I love it. So thank you for taking the time out of your busy days. Honestly, I really appreciate you both taking time out of your days to join us, man. But Aaron Cask is a super back at 12:21.
Oh yeah, there we go.
And dude, Aaron, Dom, and I talked about this, so thank you for getting it out there.
Yeah.
Got to shout out Bonnie, aka Scarlet Fire, for kicking all of our asses in fantasy football.
Yeah.
And taking home the championship. We got to get Bonnie something. Maybe we can make a can we make a trophy for Bonnie. Maybe.
Yeah, Fareed and I were brainstorming. We came up with a couple concepts. We could still do it. So Fareed, okay. Let's talk after the show. See if we could finish it. We had a few interesting ideas that I'd started. So yeah.
Okay, cool. Because yeah, she beat us, Master Particles / Stud Nuts.
She owned the league. She went straight Bill Walsh and took the league over.
Was she? Nice. Did she run the season first place? I think she did.
I think you guys might have flip flopped like once or twice, but yeah, for the most part, Bonnie kicked butt.
If Jared Goff didn't bleep the bed, we might have had a chance. But man, once I saw Jared Goff gave us 2 points.
Yeah,
it was crazy. I got a call from Paulie. Paulie was outraged. He was following fantasy football. I'm like, dude, and I'm kidding, by the way. Paulie doesn't follow fantasy football, so. But he kept asking me like, "How we doing? How we doing?" I'm like, "Hey, we're doing well. We're doing well. Stud Nuts is doing okay." But
hey, you guys had a good year.
Yeah, hey, so did you, Dom. So did your team. But Scarlet Fire, congratulations, and we got to figure out something to give you as the champion of the first ever PMP Fantasy Football League. So. Now it's time to make a certain somebody on the show blush. Okay. And first of all, can I get in the calculator? Can we get in the calculator and have all three of us?
Yeah, we can. It's pretty tight.
So.
Let's see.
I mean,
there we are.
So there's the calculator. Look at Los.
There you go, Los. Yeah. There you go.
Here we'll get. That was good. We'll get out of the calculator, but I do want to talk about Carlos De La Fuente because you guys are getting a good taste of the man Carlos De La Fuente, the person that we love so much, the brother, the partner, the sponsor, the friend. It's Carlos De La Fuente and Flex Funding, and sorry, I put the wrong billboard up. Excuse me. Let me find your billboard, Carlos. There it is right there. But you can contact Carlos at Flex Funding for any loan questions, 925-250-4894. For the audio version only, that's again 925-250-4894. Carlos has been a partner of ours for almost the entire year. And we've watched him just kind of make things work for people, put people into better financial situations, and then getting the feedback from people I know personally that I've worked with Carlos and have reported back to me saying, man, thank you for the intro to Carlos because, man, not only did it work out, but he jumped through hoop after hoop after hoop to try and make things happen for us. And so, Carlos, I don't know if you know this, dude, but I just put Carlos De La Fuente Flex Funding reviews into Google, right, to see what popped up, dude. Yeah. I don't know if you've done this before, Carlos, but I got to read this, dude. So it says, reviews for Carlos De La Fuente generally highlight his expertise and personalized service in the mortgage industry. Key themes from customer feedback include professional and knowledgeable. Clients consistently describe him as a professional and knowledgeable expert who understands the complexities of the loan process. They say he's responsive and the process is smooth. Several reviews mention his responsiveness and ability to make potentially stressful or complex processes such as securing a loan during a divorce or refinancing an investment property feels smooth and easy. Also, and here's the one I love the most, customer-centric approach. He is noted for taking time to understand clients' specific financial goals and needs and offering appropriate solutions. And finally, handling unique situations. One client specifically noted that Carlos and his team were amazing partners, quote, amazing partners in refinancing a, quote, cookie cutter situation, indicating the willingness to tackle non-standard cases. So that's just if you Google Los. And then to get into the nitty gritty, my dear friend Pete Hoffman wrote this review. Carlos and Terry at Flex Funding were amazing partners in refinancing our property. Our situation was anything but cookie cutter, and they made the process incredibly easy. Can't thank them enough for their knowledge, speed, and efficiency. And then this is from another person. This is from Darcy. Earlier in the year, Carlos helped us get a second mortgage on our investment property. He used a new company and process. It was fast, easy, and painless. We paid nothing up front and didn't even have to do an appraisal. We highly recommend this to anyone looking for similar funding and extremely recommend Carlos for anyone looking for help getting funding. Carlos has helped us many times in the past, and he has fostered a friendly relationship with us to bring us back again and again to help us grow our fortune. So if you want to get in touch with somebody with something that it's so important to you, your finances, your home, a huge investment property, contact somebody you trust, contact somebody that we trust and love, and it's Carlos de la Fuente. So Los, I'm sorry, man, but we had to do that for you, dude. I don't mean to make you blush, but it's
You're right. You did make me blush. My red is matching that ticker below me. So, job well done.
Hey, man, the proof's in the pudding, Los, seriously. But email Carlos at myflexnow.com. That's Carlos at myflexnow.com if you want to email him. But like I say all the time, Carlos, I'd rather people give you a call so they can hear those pipes, number one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And number two, get the vibe instantly on the phone, and then you guys can take it from there. And you can call Carlos again. Again, you can do the email if you want, but if you want the personal touch from Carlos de la Fuente, you can give him a call, okay? And Carlos, the email, sure, it's fine. You can do it, but I'd rather you do the phone call. So give Carlos a call. And Carlos, if there's anything you want to say to the PMP Familia and everybody checking out the show today, maybe something new in the new year, or any ideas you have for the new year and the new financial year.
Well, thank you for that unbelievable details about me. You guys have been doing it all year for me, for Dom, for all our sponsors. So kudos to you, and the partnership and the friendship has just been unbelievable. I didn't know where the journey was going to go, but I'm ecstatic, as I'm sure all our sponsors are, about what you guys bring to the table and how you talk about us. At the end of the day, though, we have to, when we get that opportunity, all you can do is open the door. It's up to us to do something that when we get in that door. So I have a very simple philosophy that just, is just old school. I like to connect with people. And a mortgage is about the biggest responsibility debt you're going to have. You're not buying a couch or a TV or even a car. It's a house. So yes, you deserve to get to know your loan officer. It can't just be, everything done automated, and you get updates through emails and through texts. It has to be a personal service. You have to take the good with the bad. There are sometimes I have to make phone calls that I dread making because I have to give bad news, or I have to say, hey, your credit isn't what it's supposed to be. But those are the conversations you have to take. You can't be a front runner and talk about the good things. So it's just really a good old-fashioned approach combined with today's technology that me and Terry, my assistant and processor, help do. And we just connect with people and guide them along the way. And the important thing that I always emphasize, guys, and you do a great job at bringing it out and emphasizing it, is that first conversation really is just a brainstorm about what you want to do and what you can do. Because maybe you want to do something, but you don't qualify for it. So let's go to plan B and plan C. And if it makes sense to you, we'll do it. And if not, and you want to wait, that's fine too. You're the client. I work for you, not the other way around. So I'm going to listen. And I think a lot of people in sales, quite frankly, do not have good listening skills. They know how to and I can do that too. But I also listen exactly to what you're trying to say. So it's an old school mentality with a modern technique, and I think it works pretty well.
Dude, Carlos, you said you take the good, you take the bad. It made me think of, do you remember this theme song? You take the good, you take the bad, you take them all, and there you have the facts of life.
Oh yeah, Kim Fields, right?
Yeah.
Tony,
I heard it too. Right.
You heard it?
I'm hearing the theme song in my head right now. That you start that. I swear, man, Rags and both of you trigger a scene from a movie or a TV show, and I just start thinking about that because I'm so pop culture like. But
heck yeah.
Well, you had Blair, you had Joe, or you had
Nancy McKeon was Joe, right?
Dude, the fact that you know her real name is very impressive, Les. Nancy McKeon.
She was in a movie with somebody else that was oh man, I'm spontaneous, put on the spot. somebody that was better looking than her. But I always liked Nancy McKeon for some reason. They were off to summer camp, and it was the first one that was gonna lose their virginity. I can't remember the name of the movie, and I can't remember the name of the other gal, but that's where I first noticed Nancy McKeon as a young 13-year-old Los.
I love growing up in the era that I grew up in because for shows like Facts of Life, man. It's just great stuff, dude. So Los, again, sorry to put you on the spot for your own commercial and your own spot, but loved having you here live to do it and speaking on your own behalf too, because at the end of the day, like you said, you're working for the people, they're not working for you, and it's good for people to get to hear you and get to know you a little better, man. And we're going to do another event. We're going to do many events in 2026, but hopefully we'll do one. At the very least, we'll do another season opener Giants event. But,
definitely.
Got to see what happens to the Niners on Sunday.
Spring training.
Ooh, yeah. Good idea, Los.
Spring training.
Little road trip.
I know you guys love baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing more simple as that. Although it's getting a little bit out of hand with the ticket prices and the crowds, but on the west side, over where the Brewers play and some of the other teams, it's a lot quieter. Free parking, $5 tickets. So
nice.
Hey, at the end of the day, baseball is baseball, and we love it.
Hey, Tony, that'd be fun to do a couple road shows out there.
The pureness of baseball and young prospects.
Spring training is my favorite. I mean, obviously, I love going to Oracle Park, but spring training I love, and I also love to go to Hohokam Park to see I don't know where the A's are. The A's still going to do spring training?
A's are still there. Yeah,
still there. Yeah,
they are. Okay. By the way, speaking of, how about the news about the A's,
dude?
And they were denied to use the name Las Vegas Athletics or
That's so on brand.
Vegas Athletics. The United States Patent and Trademark Office has issued a second refusal of trademark applications filed by the owner of the Athletics.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Tony, I think pregame we were kind of talking about it. Like I do all my work, everything goes through trademarking and patenting for a lot of the design work. And so as soon as I heard it, I called the guy that I consult with a bunch, and he said it's such a complicated problem for them, and they approached it so their way. So it's completely on brand for the A's.
Oh, I mean, I think that everybody outside of the Fishers are loving this news.
Totally.
I think it's outstanding. It's just it's good to know that karma still exists in the world. You know what I mean?
What's funny, guys? I'm seeing in the chat a few FDAs. Like growing up, the A's never really bothered me that much.
No.
I didn't like the Raiders.
No.
Because Raider fans and football is a little bit more passionate,
right?
But Raider fans irritated me in the team more because the Raiders were so dominant in the 70s. The Niners were nothing. I had to hear that all the time. A lot of my family members love the Raiders. So, boy, when the Niners came up in the early 80s, oh boy, my big mouth gave it right back. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of F the A's, and the A's never. Who did you guys root for when the A's played the Dodgers? Like I went for the A's in the World Series.
Oh, I was rooting for the A's. Absolutely.
Yeah. Me too.
I've never hated the A's. I just was like, and I loved the Bay Bridge series. I would go every year, and and if the A's won it, I wasn't like bitter or anything. And those A's teams, like Carney Lansford, is one of my favorite players of all time.
Yeah,
dude.
Totally.
Oh, we could do a whole show on
exactly.
The Carney Lansford.
Hey Dom, we could do a whole show on unique batting stances.
Oh, we totally should.
Right?
We could
Milt May, way up here.
Yeah.
Do you guys know batting stance guy on?
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, I know.
He's a great
so good,
and he nails it. He nails it. He does like full lineups, and he'll edit them all together. His Will Clark is
awesome.
Second to none. Will Clark. He does a good Ricky Henderson.
I'm going to put you both on the spot. You guys both played baseball. If you could name a player that kind of most resembled your batting stance, what would it be?
Ooh.
I can tell you mine. Remember Brian Downing had that kind of very open-ended stance, and then when the ball got close, he turned it.
Yeah.
That was what I did because I had a up the middle to right center approach when I hit.
Ooh,
nice.
Ooh,
Yeah.
God, let us come out to one of my kids' practices and talk to the boys.
Oh, I'd love
Yeah,
to.
heck yeah.
I stop trying to pull the ball, boys. Hit it where it's
Yeah.
pitched. Hit it the other way. You know, I was a leadoff hitter, so Ricky Henderson was my favorite player, just
Great.
of all time.
Nice.
I loved watching Ricky play ball, and then Lenny Dykstra was another leadoff guy that I loved watching. And both those guys were big into the crouch, so I would get because they wanted to shrink that strike
Get
zone.
low. Yeah.
Shrink that strike zone. You make my strike zone small. So I did the same thing. I would squat. I get crouch low, and then I didn't care about power. I didn't care about pop. I just wanted to make contact, and I also had some speed, so I could get down the line. I'd drop a drag bunt down. I'd drop a bunt down. I just get me on base. I don't care how I got there. Just give. I'd turn into a pitch. You know, I don't care. Just get on base. Right. Teaching that nowadays, it's so because
it's tough.
it's like
It's
watching
hard.
kids. Yeah, but it's like watching kids play basketball now. It's the
I
love
know.
Steph Curry. I love Steph Curry. He's my maybe my favorite pro athlete of all time. But he has changed the game for kids because now all these kids want to stop and pop from 3-point land.
Yeah, totally.
They don't realize that Steph shoots like 200 threes a day.
I mean, if I was coaching, I would say something along the lines of, don't be a follower and just follow what everybody or the popular thing to do is. Be a leader, do your thing, do what you can possibly do best. Like if you're shorter in stature, like you said, Tony, the strike zone typically is the knees to the letters.
Yep.
So take advantage of that. Not only like if you're shorter in stance, but crouch down and make the strike zone even smaller. Find a way to get on base. If you're fast, hit the ball. What was that movie? Where the guy said, "Hey, you're a leadoff hitter. You're supposed to Major League. You're supposed to hit it on the ground.
Yeah.
Every time you hit it in the air,
Yeah.
you got to do maybe 50 push-ups.
You may run like Mays, but you hit like S.
You hit like great line." And that's baseball, like taking advantage of your skills. Like if you're fast, don't be trying to swing for the fences.
Yep.
By the way, how did we all get introduced to Willie Mays Hayes? He comes around the corner in his pajamas, barefoot, and running down, and he beats whoever it was in the sprint.
So good.
It was Major League is a great movie, but it's still second to me. The Bull Durham is the top of the
baseball movie for you.
Mountaintop for me. Bull Durham, because I've always said the dugout is one of the dirtiest places in the world. Like what goes on in a baseball dugout?
Yeah, it's a mess.
The worst thing, or the best thing to happen to baseball, is to put cameras in the dugout to make everybody clean up their act in the dugout, because the dugout is just a filthy place. And Bull Durham represented baseball, I think, the best way. I really do. And then Major League was really fun. And then, of course, Field of Dreams is like the romantic baseball movie in my mind.
Baseball movies are just second level. I mean, I'm like you. Like I played baseball, I played basketball, football. I love to watch. I think we all love watching football the most. But there's just something romantic and just beautiful and unique about the game of baseball. By the way, did you guys know? How about this for a road trip? You can rent the Field of Dreams house. It's a big house.
Oh, no kidding.
You can rent it for a night, for 2 nights, play catch on the field. And we get enough people together, that would be
That'd be fun.
epic.
Yeah. Heck
That'd
yeah.
be epic. I mean, I loved what they were doing, having the baseball games at the Field of Dreams field too. Keep that tradition alive every year. I really hope
that's really
keep
cool.
that going, because that was incredible, man. And I don't know, like the bus scenes in Bull Durham, where there's like the doldrums of like, I mean, we flew in college, so it wasn't that bad. But like, it's funny how you get treated better in college than you do in the minors, because there's more money in college baseball than there is in minor league baseball. But I don't know.
Especially now.
I love that, Tony, because it talks about the minor leagues where it all starts, when it before the big contracts and the egos and everything. You're riding buses. An underrated baseball movie to me is The Rookie with Dennis Quaid.
Oh yeah.
When he's an older guy and he comes back and he's throwing 96, 97. That movie, when he finally makes it, I actually, I'm gonna confess, I get a little watery-eyed, because like his family's there in the stands, and I don't know if any of you know, but I know a few fathers that have kids that have made it to the big league level, and that's a whole different emotion when your kid puts all that time in, and you took him to practice,
Right.
took him here, took him there, all the sacrifices, T-ball the way it is now, how expensive it is, and then your kid finally makes it to the big show. That's emotional. So the rookie Dennis Quaid, that's an underrated baseball movie for me for sure.
God, and you know what? I actually haven't seen it, so I'll put it on my list to see. If you
haven't seen it?
Oh yeah, it's a great movie, Tony.
No, I'll check it out.
Wow, tell me what you think after you see it.
I will.
Yeah, the rookie.
And I got to
Dennis
give
Quaid.
Hum Daddy some love. Hum Daddy says everybody wants some. Hum
Nice,
Daddy.
yeah. Totally.
That's a great. So here's the thing: is Paulie has been on me for years. You got to see this movie. Everybody wants them. You got to see it, Tony. It's baseball and it's stoners, and you got to.
It's a classic movie, Tony.
And I've never seen it. And every time it comes up, and I tell Paulie I haven't seen it, he gets like visibly pissed.
Yeah,
he gets like, "What are you doing?" Like he'll
stop what you're watching and watch this right now. Yeah,
exactly. So I got to get on the good foot and see everybody wants them. If I'm Daddy's vouching
now,
for
put
it,
the rookies on there too. Yep.
Why when I hear everybody wants them, am I thinking of a John Cusack movie and a song? And it's playing in a bunch of hamburger patties or like dancing in the what movie is that? Come on, help me out, guys. Everybody wants some. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm going off tangent.
Dude, I love
it's so good.
I love it. Help us out in the chat if you know what he's talking about. Because is it Dazed? Oh, he says it's Dazed and Confused.
Dazed and Confused, yeah.
I thought it was the movie where at the very final scene he gets the girl. He's got his '68 Camaro and he's at Dodger Stadium. That's John Cusack.
Wow, how do I not know?
Oh! It's the movie where the kid's like, $2.
Better Off Dead.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I was like, wait a second, Better Off Dead. Yeah.
Better Off Dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
John Cusack, man. Oh, and by the way. Yep. I got to give some love to Joan Cusack. I don't think she gets enough love in the Cusack household.
Yeah.
For the work of Joan Cusack, underrated. She doesn't get enough love. John gets all the love. It's like, you know what? She kind of slips under the radar. Hey guys, I mean, I got to say, this has been phenomenal. So good that Tonelli got bumped.
I'm sorry, Uncle Paul. Like, I'm sorry.
So Tony, will you just play it for Night Flight tomorrow?
Yeah, I might play for Night Flight tomorrow or Thursday because we talked about the Seattle game and we talked about the NFL playoff slate for this coming Sunday and we talked about Niners Eagles as well. Awesome. And he had some really good points about the game on Sunday and what he thinks needs to happen. And he also talked about, and I can just share this too, but you can see it on the interview as well, for the Super Bowl. Because he is, he's the stadium announcer for there's in between every play, he'll update you on who made the tackle, the yard gain, and everything. But he's not going to do that for the Super Bowl because the NFL has their own guy who's been doing it for years, and so he is not doing it. But he's gonna. The NFL asked him to be that guy's spotter.
Spotter. Oh, that's good. Yeah, because he's so familiar with the stadium and that's perfect.
Right. So he's pumped about that. So he's excited and to work with, I guess, I forget the guy's name. I apologize. He talks about it on the interview, of course. But he's excited to work with that guy because he's kind of a legend. He did it with the Vikings and somebody else for years. His whole career, he's been doing it. So
that's awesome.
So that'd be fun. It'd be nice to have the Niners in-house for that, but I don't know. One step at a time, right, boys?
Week by week.
One step at a time.
Yep.
One step at a time. If you on the way out here, guys, and make sure we're good on supers. Wait a second, we have another super. Hold on, just for fun.
Oh yeah, it's business time.
We don't need no stinking badges checking in, and he says, how about Snoop? We were talking about Snoop Dogg earlier doing the Warriors game last night. He says, how about Snoop on the Monk TV show?
Oh, yeah.
All time. Tony Shalhoub, too. So people that I know that watched Monk, they don't just like Monk. They rave about Monk. I've never seen an episode. Have you guys ever seen an episode?
I've seen that Snoop one. I didn't really dig in on the whole series, but yeah. Yep.
Have you seen it, Los? I've never seen it. I heard it's very good.
No. I'll put that in and watch that, and make sure you watch The Rookie for sure.
Yeah, The Rookie's on deck. Have either of you guys seen on the way out, real quick? You know what? Favorite most recent movie you saw on the way out? I can give you mine. I'll start since I asked the question. You guys can think about it. One battle after another, man. I just saw it.
That's next up for me.
Holy moly. It's
it's good.
I don't want to overhype it. It's just it's very good. And Benicio del Toro, dude, he didn't get the Critics' Choice Award for supporting actor, but hopefully he gets the Oscar for supporting actor because he's just fantastic as usual. And Leonardo DiCaprio, fantastic.
That's
Sean
awesome.
Penn, dude. Sean Penn.
Yeah,
is very
he's a
good.
legend.
So, one battle after another. I highly recommend it.
Tony, I think Jake, he does acting. I think he was in it. I want to say I remember him post something about it. Yeah. Yeah,
Get
Jake,
out of
maybe in
here.
the chat if you say, yeah, there you go. I'm in it. Yeah.
Dude, it's phenomenal.
That's awesome. Heck yeah.
Jake, I'm going to hit you
That's
about
awesome.
or tell us on the chat. Where are you in the movie?
Yeah.
Tell us when, dude.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm going to watch that movie again.
I just
Tony, my movie for this year, we were gonna do a movie thing with when Paulie we did that like rundown. So I loved the movie Sinners with Michael B. Jordan. So that was for this year. That was kind of like my 2025.
Isn't that
one
a pretty
battle's next.
dark, like a dark horror movie?
Yep. Yeah.
Ooh boy. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Did you turn off the lights and light some candles and
I watched that one late and alone. Yeah, totally. Yeah. I'm the only one in the household that likes that genre. So yeah,
I get that.
Awesome.
Yeah,
for sure.
All right, so update. Hum Daddy says that he's an extra in the movie and he's entering City Hall with Leo and the Haim girl. So hey,
nice.
Heck yeah,
dude, awesome, Hum Daddies. That's fantastic, man.
That's awesome.
Los, give us the most recent movie you saw.
I just recently, a couple nights ago, saw a made-for-TV movie about the Temptations.
Ooh,
all that they went through, and I did not know they had. I mean, a lot of these groups that have been together for decades are going to go through their trials and tribulations for sure. But man, did they go through probably more than just about any group I've heard. It was it's on. You can watch it on YouTube. 2 parts. Each one is an hour and a half.
Nice.
And it's must see TV. If you like that, Motown and that genre of music, it's really, really entertaining. Very well done. The Temptations.
That's fantastic. I'll definitely look that up. But I grew up listening to the Temptations because of my parents and my grandparents, man. So I'll check that out in a heartbeat. Another movie I saw with the kids on the way out, we went to the theater and saw Anaconda with with Jack Black and Paul Rudd.
How was it?
It's okay, man. It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. The kids.
It's lighthearted fun. There are a couple laugh out loud scenes where the physical comedy of Jack Black just takes over, and Paul Rudd's good too. Like those guys are not they're not going to bore you. You know that for a fact. So it was, and it's funny special effects too because they're remaking Anaconda from the '90s and. It was a lot of fun. If you wanted just a brainless, mindless 2 hours of fun, go for it. But that's the most recent movie we saw in the theater. Nice. One battle after another, I watched at home. And then I just started watching this show called Task on HBO.
Oh, I've heard of that.
It's really good.
It's good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. I just started that. Mark Ruffalo's in it.
Oh,
and
nice.
I like him.
Hulk?
That got me. Oh yeah. By the way, we got another stinking badges. It's a super again, brother. Nice. He says, and thank you, Greg, for the Superman. He says favorite sports movies, original Bad News Bears.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's who was the other actress from the movie I was talking about with Nancy
Tatum
McKeon.
O'Neal.
Tatum O'Neal is in that movie. It was Tatum O'Neal and Nancy McKeon. I can't remember. I'll look it up after the show.
Nice.
I'll text you guys. But yeah, that's a good one.
Tatum O'Neal and Nancy McKeon, you said?
And Nancy McKeon, yeah. I'll find it. I'll send it to you guys. Tatum O'Neal,
was it called Paper Moon? Or Little Darlings?
No. Little Darlings. Little Darlings.
Okay.
That's it. What year did that come out, Tony? Does it say?
1980.
I was 13.
Oh, well.
Just gave away my age.
Nice.
That's an impressionable age.
Yeah,
there,
exactly. Yeah. Right timing.
Yeah.
A lot of hormones flying around.
Well, Nancy McKeon was it for about a week, and then I started watching Wonder Woman and Linda Carter, and and Nancy McKeon was done.
Okay. Now we're just you're
Catherine Bach from Dukes
dude,
of Hazzard.
you're dragging me out of your nose. I was just about to ask you.
All right,
Wonder Woman or Daisy Duke if you had to choose.
Wonder Woman.
Okay.
I like him curvy.
You like the lasso. You like to be tied up in the lasso.
Oh yeah, please tie me up. You don't need to tie me up to tell the truth.
Oh, this show just took a turn. I love it, man.
So good.
I love it. Hold on, we get another business time. Hang on.
It's business time. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
Look at Aaron Cass checking in. He says, "What were your thoughts on the Stranger Things finale?" Aaron Cass, I was just talking to a friend. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I'm not there yet, Tony.
Have you seen it, Dom?
No, I'm like 2 episodes away.
Well, the thing is, the episodes are really long, and I'm excited that they're long.
Totally.
But as far as time, I haven't been able to dedicate the amount of time. But dude,
Yeah.
Aaron, if you vouch for it, I'm very excited. I had a friend whose daughter was like, "Tony, they're showing the Stranger Things finale in the theater on New Year's Eve," and I was like, "What a great idea! Great idea!" I didn't catch it. I've only seen the first episode of season 5.
Oh,
so
season
I've got
5.
a lot.
Okay.
I got a lot of catching up to do because this is season 5, right? Yeah.
Yep. Season 5,
Yeah, so-
last one. Yeah. So you've got quite a bit ahead of you. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been hearing the hype on this show for a long time, and I just started. So I'm still on season 1. I'm still relatively early. So
Yeah.
it gives me Poltergeist vibes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
Stick
know,
with it,
big
Les.
time.
Stick with it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
stick
I'll
with it.
stick with it. Yeah, for sure. Sure.
It's a good show, and especially if you like sci-fi and if you like, I don't know, it's
Love
and if you like
sci-fi.
Dude, all the 80s references in that show.
Oh yeah, it's full of it.
All the music I'm loving already. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
through the roof.
The
So,
original
Aaron,
composition for the intro, how they created that was really, really interesting. There's a good like half-hour documentary about just the intro song and how they created it analog. It's really
So
cool.
I used that intro song a ton on KMBR as like under music
bed.
bed
Yeah.
for all kinds of different things. Anytime we
Yeah.
talked about strange things,
and it comes up. Yep.
I would play it because it was a lot of fun. And like you said, it's you said it's all analog. Is
All
that-
analog, yeah. The room that they created it in is just so cool. It's really, really awesome. I'll see if I could find it and send it to you, Tony.
Yeah, please.
Badass.
I love that
Please.
TV show in the 90s sci-fi called V, about those aliens.
Oh, dude, I
Oh,
remember.
yeah.
There were lizards underneath
Yeah.
the human skin.
Nice.
I think mid late 90s. I like
That's
I like the chick that ran the alien thing, Jane Badler.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know where you see a theme and a pattern here with me. So you know.
Yeah.
Also, hey, Rags, your timing is impeccable. Rags says, "I need some strange."
Rags, you're so dominant.
Oh, Rags, you're the
So
freaking best, man. You're the freaking best. So maybe on that note, we should wrap up today.
Yeah,
And,
Tony, I had 2 things just real quick. The first one was Celebrini won Player of the Month. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm gonna always throw my Daily Sharks bit in every show. So it's the first time a Shark has won it in a really, really long time. So yeah, shout out Macklin for winning 3rd star Player of the Month for the NHL of December, which is so awesome.
It's so badass. I
Yeah.
mean, we talked about this yesterday for a little bit, but they have a bona fide superstar
Yep.
in their midst and do everything they need to do to lock him up for his entire career. Just have
Yeah,
him be a Shark.
He's
just
getting the
lock him up.
national recognition. So that's pretty rare. Sharks don't always get that highlight on the East Coast. So it's pretty awesome.
Hey
Oh, it's
Dom,
great,
you
man.
Dom, you know hockey maybe a little bit more than us from the standpoint of contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Does hockey and their labor agreement, do they allow you to like you know how the Braves ripped up Acuna's contract and didn't wait for him to put up big stats? Could they do that?
They could
Because
totally
I
do
think
that.
that's the smart move. Don't wait to put a few more MVP seasons on the books and the price tag goes up. Lock them up now long term. So you can do that. Okay.
You can do that. Yeah. So they
I
did it
hope
with
they do.
Thornton a few years ago, or when he was on
Back
the
in
team.
the day,
They reworked his contract and extended it, so it's totally possible. So yeah, that now would be the time to do it before he wins
Blows-
more
blows up even
awards,
more.
and yeah, exactly.
I think that'd
And
be
then
good.
yeah, his younger
It's like-
brother is on the top prospect tier. So
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like he's got eyes in the back of his head. Honestly, God, I mean, honestly, the way he sees the ice and the way he's like, he'll make
Yeah.
these ridiculous passes. To
he'll
the-
split defenders, do a 180 and pass it, and even just as a hockey assist, he knows it. Even if he's not taking the shot, he's so super aware on the ice. It's incredible.
And two things, Corinne, you're on fire on the chat. She says, "Can we get Papa Celebrini to come take care of the Niners?" Because those of you who don't know,
totally good.
Macklin Celebrini's dad
Great
is
call. Great
works
call.
for the Warriors in the physical therapy department.
Yeah.
But also, I forgot my other thought. It had to do with the Niners. I think it was. Oh well, it's all good.
Tony, while you kind of think about that show on Friday, right? We're gonna do a show Friday.
Yes. And I'll update on social media what we're
Okay.
going to be doing the rest of the week. But yes, definite show on Friday.
Cool. And do you want to do a music assignment for Friday? We haven't done one yet in a while.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
Maybe we do something like Philly or something. Yeah, I don't know. Think
Um,
about it.
yeah. Gosh, that's a good question. We could do something Philly related. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you want to do pro Philly or anti Philly or
That's up to the
You
viewer
know?
discretion, right? What do you think, Les?
Yeah.
Should we do a music assignment Friday?
Oh, that's a staple of the show. You have to do
Yeah.
it.
yeah, especially with the Niners playoff game in the midst.
Yeah.
If anybody
let's
wants
do
to
it.
sponsor that, step up. Let
Good call.
let the guys know for sure.
Yeah. If anybody wants to come on Friday and sponsor that segment, feel free. Go to our YouTube channel at Polymax Particles.
Mm-hmm.
Right below our bio is the link. You can go to the merch tab and you can sign up for that musical assignment. But if not, we'll do Philly songs, just songs about Philly, and they could
Cool.
be pro Philly, anti Philly, right down Broadway, right down the middle.
Awesome.
Yes, Hum Daddies, I'm thinking Boys to Men as well, dude, because I actually love Boys to Men. Big Alan Chico, Philadelphia Freedom, one of Elton John's best, one of his best songs ever. You could do The Roots, dude. The Roots are from Philly,
Mhm.
and you can go back to their first record. I have it on vinyl called Do You Want More?
Oh yeah.
Phenomenal. It's them live at a jazz club in Philly.
Ooh,
And it's their
nice.
first album. It's so good. It's it's really good. And that's when Questlove was just getting going. So musical assignment for Friday. Let's do it. Good call, Dom. Musical
Awesome.
assignment. Yeah, Les.
If I may, one final thought out the door. I'm a huge John F. Kennedy guy,
Mhm.
and I'm going to kind of spin one of his most famous lines ever, and that is that ask not what PMP can do for you, ask what you can do for PMP.
Dude.
And what I mean by
Nice.
that is PMP has given us so much. Tony and Paulie work, and Dom now also in the background work really hard to give us, this entertainment Monday through Friday. 2026, everybody that's here and listening to this, it's on us now to help them and help them promote the show. Most of us have social media.
Mhm.
When they do a short, share it. Share it on Instagram, share it on Facebook, and put a few comments on it. Let the mass and the people and planet Earth know about PMP, and let's build this channel together. So let's help them out, and let's do this thing like we've been doing since they started it in 25. Let's do it together.
Great call.
Dude,
Les.
hell yeah, Les. That was really well said, man. Thank you, dude.
Yes, sir.
Gosh, that was amazing. And by the way, I gotta go back to the chat real quick. Huey Cam, I don't know if that's Baby Huey from 1077 The Bone, but he says,
yeah.
"Did I miss Tonelli?" Hey, Huey Cam, you didn't miss Tonelli. We never got to Tonelli because I taped something with him yesterday. And so we had such a great vibe and a great chat going today with Los D and Dom.
He's right here.
Yeah.
Take a look at him real quick. Yeah.
Nice.
He was part of the plan, man.
He's
He
part
was
of the plan. Yeah.
But
Hanging out with Los and Snoop. Yeah.
But like we like to do on this show, we improvise a lot, and we never goes exactly according to plan. So we're gonna play Paul. I'll probably play Paul tomorrow, but I'll announce on the social medias. I'll put a post out on social media and let you guys know when we're gonna do Paul. It'll be either tomorrow or Thursday, but most likely tomorrow. And then we got a live show on Friday. That's what I was gonna say. I was debating on, instead of a high noon show, the 420 happy hour show.
Oh, cool.
So I think we
420
might do
works
that, right? A 420 happy hour show on Friday, just to kind of get the weekend going. So
Yeah. Okay.
I think let's do that. Let's plan on that. 420 Friday, and then we'll get the vibe going for the Niners Eagles. To get the vibe going for Paulie coming back from Cabo San Lucas. Again, it's a Roby Tuesday today. Just so get a visual of Paulie strolling, shoeless, robe, maybe even shirtless, right, with some swim trunks and a robe, walking the shores of Cabo San Lucas.
Totally.
So we'll do Roby Tuesday for real next Tuesday. But this Friday we'll do a 420 show, happy hour 420 show.
Awesome.
And Los D, can't thank you enough, brother, for taking the time out of your day to join us. Seriously, to join me today.
This is so much fun.
Yeah.
God, I could go longer than this, but I know we got to cut it off, man. It's
I know, right?
Always a blast to be with you guys, and
the
best parts are just improvised, just spontaneous.
Totally.
Just go in this direction, go in that direction, and it goes from there. So, thank you for bringing me on, guys, as always.
Hell yeah. And Dom, before I thank you, I want to remind people that we're on the Cron 4 Plus app. So every night we're on at 11:30. So they'll replay each show. So tonight you'll see this show tonight at 11:30. And then also you can just watch us on demand, any of our older shows on demand on the Cron 4 Plus app. And we love to do it. And we love being a part of the Cron 4 Plus family. I was with Cron Chris, the GM of Cron, over the holidays, and he's very excited for 2026. He's got some things planned, so we're looking forward to a good, strong year with Cron 4 as well, and Cron 4 Plus. And on that note, Dom, thank you for taking the time, because I know you've got plenty of stuff going on with you being our art director, being the running Stellar Design of Peralta Arts. So thank you, man, for coming on the show today as well, brother.
Always a blast, Tony, and hanging out with Los and just bringing our conversations to the air and sharing. It's always super fun because there's lots of great ideas and thoughts that we all have together. So it's all about that reciprocity.
It's all about the reciprocity. And again, you see it on the screen. If you want to call Los for any loan questions, mortgage questions, 925-250-4894. Carlos at myflexnow.com. And also got to remind everybody too, for Dr. Matt Young, make sure you enjoy going to the dentist. Go see Dr. Matt Young in the Young Dental Group, 480 Post Street in San Francisco. Call them 415-392-8611 to book an appointment as soon as possible. Take care of those teeth, take care of those gums, make sure you floss, and Dr. Young will be proud of you all. So on that note, you guys, I'm gonna close it here with a little business time close.
Awesome.
And then we will get, why is it frozen? Come on, don't freeze on me. Don't do that. There we go. That would stink. Hang on. Sorry, I apologize.
That's okay.
Yeah, here we go. There we go.
Business hours are over, baby. It's business. It's business time.
All right, boys. Hey, it's been a blast.
Thank you, Tony.
We got the Warriors and Bucks tomorrow night. We'll see what happens at Chase Center. And if you're going
stop by Longbridge.
Oh, if you're going to the Chase Center, stop by Longbridge.
Yes.
And get a pizza by longbridgepizza.com. And then we will reconvene live on Friday for our 420 happy hour show. And we'll do the musical assignment for Philly. And also, I will be playing my interview with Paul Tonelli either tomorrow or Thursday. Stay tuned on socials, and I'll let you guys know what's going on there. And then Monday, we're back at full strength with Paulie Mack back from Cabo San Lucas, and we'll be ready to rock. Hopefully on Monday, we'll be celebrating a Niners win over the Eagles. So until Friday, on behalf of Dom Peralta, on behalf of Carlos De La Fuente, and on behalf of the entire PMP Familia, peace and love. Take care, y'all. And we'll see you on Friday. Take care, everybody. Peace.